And then let me put this. Actually, I ain't gotta go into screen record yet. All right. All right. Shalom, shalom. We'd like to start off by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well in this truth. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad, the Akim and the Akwat that's listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing that this lesson is edifying. All right, it's the brother Shawab Amawan with Ash Amath. And what's yours exactly? I don't want to say recall for you, brother. Zebulon Warrior.
Hey, Salakia. I was trying to make sure the live is
Yeah.
Con.
Was
Yeah,
Zebulon,
this is
I didn't know it was your whole,
It's actually Tazaria with Ka.
All right.
Yeah, Zebulon Warrior is my YouTube band name.
Yeah, I ain't wanted to bring out on. But
it's all good.
Out here live, what we're gonna talk about today's these women, how they out of order, as always, these women just be bugged all the way out, and then especially in these last days, man, these women gonna be catching a lot of crazy ass hell for the way that they be acting, the prideful ass that they are, and we're gonna edify you on how these women be moving and how you should not be moving, So let me get into this one video to start it off. All right. Give me 1 second to pull it out. Yeah. Do it that way. And I'm bringing it up now. We're going to start off with this video. A lot of brothers were saying this video might have been, a little hoax or something, a setup video.
That's a skit.
Yeah, if it's a skit or whatever it is, but regardless of what it is, you got to understand that these women really be acting like that.
So they ain't no joke, man.
Exactly. So whether it's a skit or not, women act like this on a normal basis with their men. They be literally embarrassing. All right, they literally go out there and try to act like they the ones that run everything, man. When they shouldn't be running anything. They should be silent, like it says in the scriptures. All right, so I'm gonna play this video real quick. And it's funny because if you really look at it, it always be some short ass woman like that. Shalom. All right, shalom.
All
right. It usually be always a Judite woman that be on that type of mode, and it always be some little ass woman like that with the biggest mouth, trying to run everything, So you brothers got some precepts.
Oh yeah, I got one right here.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, being Esau, Edom, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy past. And that's what Eve is doing. Eve is under the vibration of the doctrine of the serpent, trying to run the show. Literally actually running the show, because this is Eve and Esau's kingdom. The pick and roll being Eve with the pass from Esau, running Jake. That's what we just seen right there, on the screen.
That's right.
Live in 3D. And even though this is a skit, this is actually happening to some simp ass nigga right now.
Absolutely.
Getting ran over by his woman, man.
And speaking about that, you may never know. I mean, even though it's a skit, but there's a real scenario where that could be one of the men of the Lord, actually. Right. And I also have a precept, Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord created a new thing in the earth. A woman should surpass a man. That's the society we live in. Woman over anything. Women dominate everything. Yep.
That's right. And like the brother was saying, both of them, brother right now that just said that, a woman should come past a man. And that's exactly what has happened on this earth, man. Now women are literally in lead of everything. The men are so far gone. They're more on their effeminate side. They literally put their women in front of them when a man should be in front of a woman. All right. Because as a matter of fact, that brings me to give me 1 second. And like the brother Ash was just saying too, this all goes back to the serpent, because the woman now these days have been taking on the philosophy of the so-called white man, thinking that they're allowed to run everything. Because in America, they teach you, listen to your woman. They tell you a happy wife is a happy life. That type of bullshit. When it's all bullshit, because if you're in order as a woman, doing what you're supposed to do, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai bless you with the things you really need, right? And these women don't understand that the way that they're moving is literally making everything just all out of order, and that's why there's always problems. That's why men are always leaving these women. That's why these men always mistreat these women, things like that. But this is give me 1 second. Salakia, trying to get it out right now. I should have had it set up already. This is 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and that the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. All right, so that's the actual order that we're supposed to be going by. Yahweh being first, then goes Yahweh Shai, then comes the man, and then comes the woman. All right, but in this society, they try to put the woman in front of the man, and that's why everything is all out of order. Then you get things like this with these damn women that it's embarrassing. It's filthy. To be speaking like that in front of people, and our men really be dealing with that shit. Our men done lost their balls nowadays, man. All right.
Yep.
Hey, I got a precept on Psalm 62:3. Psalm 62:3. How long will you imagine mischief against a man? You should be a sling of all of you, as a bound wall shall you be, and as a tottering fence. And in society, man, it's okay to disrespect the Israelite man being in order. All right. Every time you bring up manhood, everybody bucks up against it. They think it's all toxic masculinity and stuff. And listen, that term toxic masculinity, that came from the Esau, the so-called white man. So
that's right.
This place is madness, man, and that's why the real alpha is the real man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and his flock is gonna come back and destroy this wicked rulership going on.
That's right. And it's true what you said. That's what they've been trying to do.
Yep.
Real on a everywhere, man. Is they trying to downgrade the masculinity? They don't want no men out here, man. They want men to be on some straight, we already know. I ain't even gonna say the word, all right? But that feminist shit, man. And be on that mode, man. It's horrible, bro. These men is off the hook out here in this society. And then when we get a little rough with people and we get tough with people, they're quick to call the police on you. They're quick to put your ass in jail for some bullshit, domestic violence. Half of the time, men, ain't even touching nobody. They just showing order, and these women will be quick to, call the police, and they come to the rescue right away. Nowadays they're only gonna hear, the man hit the woman. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these women be bugging, and they be touching the men. They be swinging at the men and taking advantage of these men because they know that they have the upper hand on them, in society, and it's crazy, man.
Yo, that's very true. I want to make a point about that. Yo, before I was in this truth, man, the world, I used to get caught up with these fucking dykes. And hey, yo, listen, if I put my hands on these dykes, they are literally ready to press them charges. I can have a bad record in my name. I won't be able to get a job and stuff. But hey, bro, if they help break the shot, I'm in a position where I'm in a great position. I don't have to deal with these court cases and shit, you know.
That's facts. That's
Yeah.
facts. Brother DJ Hooper on the comment board put up Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. And that's a beautiful scripture, because that's what these men have been doing. They give their strength onto these women, man. All right. It almost goes back into time of just like in the time of Samson and Delilah, you know.
Yep.
He gave his strength on to Delilah, you know. She found out her secret, and look, it backfired on him, you know. And that's how these men are. They give up their strength, you know, because they want to please the woman, you know. They want to satisfy the woman, try to impress the woman, and all that shit is, hey man, we gonna impress regardless. A real woman actually love a man that take control, a man that's in straight order, you know, running things, you know. But because these damn, you know, you got these foods and, you know, all these damn these chemicals they put in these in these foods, they our men are feminine, man. These men just don't know how to act anymore, man.
Especially with the vaccines. they causing the DNA to be changed up.
That's
and also,
right.
Speaking about a precept similar to Proverbs 31:3, let me read Sirach 9 chapter and the 6th verse. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance. Because these women, hey, oh man, I don't want to sound too harsh, but these women are nothing but harlot, man.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Like Apostle Salaki, brother. It's like Apostle Gabar has said, all these women are harlots. All right, because first of all, they all harlots because they all done slept with a man more than one. All right, once you the true way of being with a man is you're supposed to be with one man and that's it. Once you move on to another man, all right, which these, you know, these women been sleeping since high school, middle school, being harlots, you know.
Oh, middle school.
Yeah, so they're literally already a straight harlot from the gate, you know. And it ain't to disrespect these women to sound harsh, but it's the fact of the matter, you know. It's the truth. According to the scriptures, you are a harlot for that. You know what I'm saying? So these women, they've been off, man, since the beginning, you know, and they continue to be on off because why they want to continue to ride that cock carousel, man. All right, and they don't want to stop.
The cock carousel.
Exactly.
These, hey, listen, hey, the Most High knows the body counts for these women. All right, I got a piece of it back that up. Sirach 23:19. Such a man only fear the eyes of men, and know not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all ways of men, and consider their most secret parts. Hey, the Most High knows what you want to be doing. He knows if you commit adultery and all of that, and guess what? You're gonna be accounted for that stuff.
That's
unless
right.
you repent. Yep.
That's right. I got a quick precept. You got a precept, Ash?
Oh, yeah. I had one that goes into what he was talking about, the women's body count, you know?
Go ahead.
And women being out of order. So this is Sirach 26:12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when she hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her, and every hedge will she sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. And that's going into women's body count, you know, opening her quiver to every arrow, you know. And these women are thirsty, you know, mentally and spiritually, you know, because they don't actually know that they need to hear this word to be quickened, you know, to be an actual living creature, you know, because right now they're just walking around dry bones. They don't have the skin on them, which is the nationality or the actual understanding, you know, which is the breath, you know.
That's right. And like you said, they just they literally they're proud of their body count nowadays, these women. That's the crazy part. You know, they'll literally go back and forth amongst themselves and be like, well, you know, I done did this many, you know, that many, and you know, girl, it ain't nothing. And that's why these women, all right, see, these women don't understand that the more men you sleep with, that's why they have so many personalities, these women, man. Because every time that a man lays seed in them, you know, they're giving that DNA off, they're transferring spirits, all right? And they're literally filling them up with different types of personalities, man. So these women be bugged out their mind That's why they don't know who to choose. You know, they go back and forth. They usually go back to the first one. You know what I'm saying? Always. On top of that, by then sleeping with all these other men, all right, they're always looking for more. They're not satisfied. They're never satisfied, you know, because they get one might be bigger than the other, this and that. Next thing you know, they on some porn star shit, you know? And that's another thing. A lot of these women be on some, man, they be on some extra freak shit, you know what I'm saying? Watching all this, you know, pornography that Esau's pushing out, that vibration, you know, making these women to be like that, you know, straight like porn stars, bro. That's how these women are. And then they get excited with all the attention that's given to them through these, you know, these OnlyFans pages and shit like that. You know, these women really think that they you know, they living it up off of that shit. And right now they making their little bread and they making all these, you know, these moves. But you know what? Like it tells you in Isaiah, right? It says, "Arise, ye women that are at ease." You know, the vengeance shall fail. All right, and all that shit's gonna go down to naught at one point. So what are these women gonna do when that shit happens? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna react? You know, they're gonna be stuck out there. Matter of fact,
what you were saying, talking about these women not being satisfied, that goes back into the book of Habakkuk, because they're following after the doctrine of the serpent, after the vibration of Esau, Edom. And it says in Habakkuk 2:5 that Esau, Edom cannot be satisfied. You know, he's as death, you know? You know, he's a proud man. I'll just get it, Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, which we know hell is not actually under the ground. It's a state, you know, like I'm catching hell, I'm going through hell.
That's right.
And is as death. Everything that he pushes leads to death, you know, and cannot be satisfied. And that's Esau, Edom cannot be satisfied. And these women cannot be satisfied either, you know. But gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
That's absolutely right, brother.
Speaking about the word hell, it's three definitions to hell: death and destruction, the grave, or condition. All right, it's not no damn Greek philosophy. And to add on top of that as well, Shawah made a point about these women being prideful, and what the scripture says about pride. Pride go Proverbs 16:18. Pride go before destruction, and the Holy Spirit before a fall.
Exactly.
Hey, yeah. These women have so much pride, and it's and keep being prideful. Keep being prideful, because why? It just leads up to us getting this kingdom, speeding up and showing up.
That's right.
Come on.
I got a quick precept. Trying to get it right now. My phone is being corny. This is Isaiah 32:9, and it says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins." All right, and that's where these women are approaching right now. You know, these women that think that they're at ease and they think that everything is all, you know, Gucci and all that, thinking everything is sweet. All right, y'all about to start catching some straight hell out here, right? Especially in the time of Jacob's trouble. When Jacob's trouble come into play, a lot of these women gonna be ravished. All right, a lot of these women are gonna be you know, that they have men, their men are going to be taken away from them. All right. Their children are going to be taken away from them. They're going to be left alone. That's why it says in, I believe it's in 2nd Ezra 16. It talks about how there's going to be a lot of widowhood, man. A lot of these women just going to be out here by themselves. And then all these things that they've been doing, all right, trying to be beautiful for the camera, you know, trying to flash for the camera, show that ass. All right. You're going to get these damn UN troops that are going to be involved in these damn martial law troops, all right? Because these UN troops are the ones that are going to be the true martial law troops, man, all right? They don't care about any of us out here, all right? So they're going to come out here and straight ravish our women like it's nothing, you know? And a lot of these women going to get raped in these last days, you know? It sounds harsh, but, hey, that's what's going to happen for the way that you acting, being that harder that you are, you know? And I got another precept real quick, you know, for the whoredom, it says Proverbs 23:27. For an whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for a prey, and increases the transgressors among men. And yeah, that's what's happening. You know, these damn women are so much harlots that, you know, they actually making these men transgress even more, you know, because these men are weak-minded themselves, and they don't know how to handle themselves. You know, these men don't think with their actual head on top of their neck. They think with their head downstairs instead, you know. So next thing you know, these women are catching these men to be transgressors, man. They go out there and they commit adultery. You know, they sleep with all these other men's wives and shit, you know, and it's all because of the way these women move out here in this society, man. All right.
Con, I got a precept. First Ezra 4:26. Yeah, man, there be that have run out for their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. Man, you also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
That's right. Like
you
he
got
said, many men have gone out of their wits for women. Men do that all the time. They go beyond for women, man. All right. They'll literally go out there and sin. Like it says, they have erred and sinned for women, man. All right. And that's why men are always, then you get men out here that for doing that, you know, men want to fight against, you know, these other men, you know, oh, that's my girl. You know, they over there fighting over a piece of ass that been tapped by like 100 different type of men, you know, not knowing that there's like 1,000 fish in the sea for you, you know.
The whole hood to hit it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
you
know, not only that, because what is it? Proper, you know, this society, there's more women than men. So you talking about the probability right now, it's gotta be like 11 to 1 for a man, you know, even more probably. So these men are stuck on just something that everybody done had, you know, instead of going out there and searching for something new. You know, there's so many women out there to go out there and find, but they want to stay stuck where everybody's at, you know, and that goes into that shit that Esau feed us, you know, the movies, the music, all right, the porn and shit like that. Man, these people be too caught up in all that shit, and that's what they literally lust for, man. And that shit is disgusting, man. How you gonna be sitting there lusting over a woman that done had 100 men in the last year, you know?
Yep. I got a precept for that.
Go ahead.
So Ecclesiasticus 19:2, wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away.
Yep.
And he that cleaveth to harlots will become impudent. And you got these men out here cleaving on the harlots, man. You know, women that have been thrashed, trashed, and smashed by the whole football team, man. You know, and wine and women will make men of understanding fall away. You see these suckers, they get weak in the knees for these, I'm just going to say it, these bitches that have been just tossed around to and fro, you know?
Right.
Like these other bug outs out here being tossed around to and fro with every wind of doctrine, you know? And it says wine and women. Now, if you go into wine, you know, it's actually double fold because spiritual, Slakia, the wine of the serpent, you know, his wine and his philosophy, you know, and what has he done? He's defiled our women, you know, with that wine, with that, the wine of his fornication, Slakia, you know, his way of life. You know, his society, the Queen of Heaven spirit, so on and so forth. OnlyFans, you know, you got mostly Jake women on there, man. You know,
that's right. That's right.
Hey, speaking about these women, man, and it's not really off topic, but look who's leading the statistic rate for these vaccination rates: women, because they cling on to power, man. Women cling on to any type of power, and who's in power right now? Even so-called white men. A lot of these women, you ask them why did you take the you know what? They tell you, I gotta get it for my job. I gotta do it because I want to get my bachelor degrees and stuff. You know, prioritizing the worldly stuff that Esau philosophed her with instead of for men, a man of the Lord.
That's right.
I got a precept that backs up just what you brought out. This is Job 39:17. Because Yahweh hath deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding. And the scriptures say, 1 Timothy 2:12, I suffer not a woman to teach. That also means to lead, you know, as well as break down the scriptures. You know, there's no women prophets in the scriptures, as far as there's no book of Mary you know. But there's a book of Matthew, you know. But
That's
if
right.
you go into I suffer not a woman to teach, it means I suffer not a woman to lead, you know, to be the head of the household, you know, to set the example. That's what men are supposed to do. And it goes into Yahweh. He's deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. And that's why these women are doing exactly that, what the brother just said, man.
As a matter of fact, Bubba Gushaw, hold that and get the other one you was just saying, 2 Timothy, I suffer not a woman to teach. Bring that up. Let me get this video out real quick. I wanted to get this video out before.
I'll queue it up on the computer. 1 Timothy 2 and 12.
Yeah, hold on. Hold it real quick. Let me show this video first.
Yep.
That's going to go perfect with this video because this woman right here was bugged out.
First things first, why didn't Jesus have his own book in the Bible? I don't understand why some of the books were written by the people that were around him and he didn't think to account for himself. As the Son of God, he should have known at some point, just like his father should have known, that people were going to try and misconstrue the word. So why did they not have like some sort of backup plan? Number two, the whole don't question God. Why? Because 2 Timothy 2:15 says, study to show thyself approved. If I'm going to connect with him, I need to learn him, which means I'm going to have to study and ask questions. So why can't I question him? Probably the one that fucked me up the most. Who is the original sinner? Most will say Eve, some will say Adam, and then some will say Satan, but it had to be God. Because if God is all-knowing, then he knew what was going to happen when he created Earth, and he still did. He did it anyways, which means free will doesn't exist, because him knowing negates free will. But if we do have free will, that negates him being all-knowing. So something is not adding up here. It's giving me very much lies. They're making a religious contradicting themselves, but I'd like to elaborate. So you're using scientific theory to prove that God could not have been created because God does not exist within time, space, or matter. But what you're failing to realize is this is a human. They're making a religious contradicting themselves, but I'd like to elaborate. So you're using scientific constraint for creation. Why would God not be able to exist outside of these constraints and also within these parameters? You are okay with recognizing God in three-person, the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Well, why is it so hard to recognize constraint for creation?
Finished.
As God is being within us and also without of us. Why is it so hard to believe that God might have wanted to create and also wanted to participate? The human mind keeps trying to conceptualize something that's supposed to be larger than us, like we would be able to understand it. You also said that we, as God is being, we're made in God's image. We were originally perfect until we chose sin and pushed God away. No, God created good and evil. So if we were made in his image, then we were made with the capability of being good or bad. It's not that we sinned. We just did what the fuck he did. And for
bro, yo, just listening to that woman be vexing my soul. and bring out that scripture right now. Perfect time to bring out that scripture. Bring out the deprived of wisdom first. Once again.
Oh yeah, Job 39 and 17. I'll get it again. It's right here on my phone.
Salakia.
Job 39 and 17, because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding.
Exactly.
That's exactly why Eve's talking like that, you know?
Exactly. And that's
I got another one. I got another one.
Go ahead.
It goes into this as well, because this is what Eve is doing. Eve is leading Jake right to his destruction with that type of talk right there. You know, that's the Queen of Heaven spirit. Isaiah 9 and 16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. And Eve is leading Jake right to his destruction, man. You know, with that Queen of Heaven spirit, you know, that what's that?
Feminism spirit.
That 5%er shit too, because they worship women, I believe, you know. The woman is God. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And that's why the scriptures say, that's why the scriptures also say that a woman should keep silent in the church, man.
That's right.
Come.
Go ahead. You got to preach that.
Come. Proverbs 9 and 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knows nothing. You go to etymology word of clamorous, it means noisy. You know, just talkative. Shut the hell up.
And that was the funniest part about it that you're saying too, because that's what he really was trying to sound fucking intelligent, bro. And all she was doing was just sounding fucking retarded, because all those questions that she had asked, there's an answer for them through the scriptures. You understand? So she was just playing herself out on that. You know, she was just trying to make women feel powerful, you know. And it's crazy because the girl that sent me that video, she had asked me what I think about it. You know, she'd been asking me questions all of a sudden. And she was asking me, you know, what do you think about this? And she was just, you know, she was trying to ask me questions for edification. And I was, you know, edifying her in certain things. And then she got mad when I told her the answer to that video. She was like, what you think? I was like, well, I think that bitch is stupid. Just like that. I said, she talking some nonsense. And people like that, when you follow them, they take you away from doctrine. Because especially the woman, if a woman listens to that, with all this shit that goes on in today's society, you know, women for women, we women got to stick together. You know, that's exactly what's going to happen. Women going to stick together on that bullshit. And they really going to think that that sister is talking some straight knowledge. But like the brother just said, YAHAWAH'S has deprived her from wisdom, you know?
And
And
also,
she has no wisdom. No woman out here has wisdom. The only one that's going to give you that wisdom is your man. You understand? That's why when it speaks about the rib in Genesis, all right, the rib that was taken out from Adam was not an actual rib. It was literally the intelligence that the man already had that was given onto the woman also, you know. And that woman went to the Garden of Eden and took on the philosophies, like the brother was saying, of the serpent, you know. And then she just killed it for everybody else, you know. And that's how sin came up upon us swiftly because of the things that she was doing, man. So women don't have no type of intelligence. If they do have intelligence of this knowledge, of this truth, all right, hey, call her Lord and YAHAWAH'S, you know, for having that. And you know what? You still keep silent and you just know that you're ahead of all these other women, you know, but you're not about to have no wisdom over a man. A man got the top-notch wisdom. A man is the one that know how to break down these scriptures, go in depth in these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? These women were really trying to break something down, man. And they sound retarded when they break something down, bro, because women go into this truth with emotion. You know, women are emotional creatures. So everything that they come and tell you is going to come off of some type of emotion anyway. And you can't have emotion when you come into this truth, man. All right? You still got that Second Timothy 1?
1 Timothy 2 and 12. I'm gonna start with 11.
He's like you, yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Using the zone, man, using the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is 1 Timothy 2 and 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. 1 Timothy 2 and 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And that's exactly what she should have did, man. She should have just shut the hell up, man. You know, all she did was spew out madness and show that she has no understanding. You know, going back to Job 39 and 17, YAHAWAH'S has deprived her of wisdom and understanding. Salakia. 1 Timothy 2 and 13. For Adam was formed first, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Now, if she'd have read the scripture, she would have known that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm gonna give something that matches up with that. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
That's right. That's right. And that's a beautiful scripture. Go ahead. What you was gonna say, brother?
I was gonna say something too. The brother occupied to like come, hey, shalom, that brother. He said to me that's a red flag. He started using big words like that. I can't stand that fucking big word spirit, man. Bro. Stop trying to sound so smart. Stop trying to mix in with Esau bullshit. I got a precept to back up with that. 1 Corinthians 3:19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with YAHAWAH'S. Where it's written, he take it the wise in their own craftiness. You woman, you like to use Esau so much and stuff. Just shut the hell up.
That's right.
Damn, it's just
the women that they come from a college background, you know, a master's and this and that. Well, you know what? You have a master's in Esau's philosophy.
You have a master's in drunkenness.
In these scriptures, you understand? Ye not knowing the scriptures, like the scriptures say, you know? And these women really be trying to throw that straight intelligence of these colleges and all that shit. And like the brother just said, beautiful precept. The knowledge of this world is foolishness to the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. So it's like, what are you talking about? You know? And I bet you that woman can't even go cook a normal ass meal. You know?
She making top ramen with hot dogs and shit.
Yeah. She'll pull out a straight fucking, 15-minute throw it in the microwave dinner, you know. And on top of that, you read like you say you are, or as intelligent as she is, all right? She should know that you ain't supposed to have no shit locks, you know? You ain't supposed to have no shit locks whatsoever. That's a straight sin, all right? Because the glory of a woman is her hair, you know? So for you to be having it all looking like shit locks, man, you completely off. See, you could braid your hair, where your hair goes over each other, they go, in and out. That's about it. But to have it in shit locks, that's actually filthy. That's disgusting. That's dirty. In order for you to get, shit locks like that, you gotta leave your hair like shit. You gotta not take showers here and there, to make your hair curl up like that, And there's always, you know what? At the end of the day, leave it over to the Judite women to do some shit like that, or to try to sound intelligent and shit like that. Because all these other women, don't get it twisted, all these other women are off too, but it's always the Judite women that come with some extra shit like that,
Oh, hell yeah.
You ain't about to see you really don't see Northern Kingdom women come off like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
To some extent.
To some extent, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
To some extent. But the main one that'll come and try to do some shit like that will always be Judah. And that's because, hey, we already know she the head tribe, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just like the man is the head tribe. So what they do, the head tribe does, all these other tribes follow. You know what I'm saying?
The Judite woman is the most drunkest woman out of all of them, off of
That's
Esau's
right.
philosophies and off his
That's right.
off his wine.
That's right.
She's walking around staggering right now, not even knowing that she's spiritually drunk, man.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
And that's why literally they get hit the hardest at the bottom of society.
Oh, hell yeah.
They don't be realizing that shit. They just want to be proudful and still think that they can maneuver in this society and all that. When you the main one that got smacked from the beginning, like the brother said, for the beginning of sin came through the woman, and it came from Eve. You know what I'm saying? Eve was the one that was in the transgression, not Adam. So
and the nerve, I didn't mean to cut you off, Ake. The nerve, she said, study to show thyself approved. And if she would have read 1 Timothy 2:14, she would have known that, man.
Exactly.
She had the nerve to quote, study to show thyself approved, man. That's Eve for you, man.
That's
and
right.
Speaking about Eve being transgression of sins and stuff, you want to know how I'm going to keep it raw with you and keep it deep with you. These women will literally do anything to pay off their college debt and stuff that they got from Esau. They literally shoot porn videos. They literally let the professor, Edomite professor, hit it from the back. And it's fucking wicked, man.
It is.
I didn't even laugh.
It's levels to this shit, but that's the truth.
They'll do anything to get on top because they such at the bottom of society that they will literally do anything to get on top of society, and then they just boast about it. Oh, well, look at me. Look at what I did. I'm on top. I'm better than you. Nah, the fuck out of here. That shit shows when you boast yourself like that, you could tell right off a person's spirit that they did some dumbass shit to get there. You know what I'm saying? You could tell when a person made it there naturally and when a person did a whole bunch of extra shit to get to the top, man. See what the brother put? He put, if they grow up in Babylon, it seems like they're the worst ones. I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like in Mexico and Latin America, the women are more in order. That's what I was trying to say. Because
I've been to Mexico. I know.
You get it. Don't get it twisted. You get the same reaction from these Northern Kingdom women too. But the ones that grew up in Babylon, that grew up around the serpent, you understand? But you go to these other countries, you ain't about to see women out of order like that, man. And matter of fact, in these other countries, shit, they'll whoop your ass for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
To public.
You see it all the time. You said you see women getting put to death, getting stoned in these other countries when they committing adultery, shit like that. Whenever they're out of order, they man beating them the fuck up. Why? Because it's different in these other countries. But leave it up to America, all right? That's why America is the worst, because if you look, America is the only place that has literally every single type of race ever, every type of nation in it. You understand? You go to these other places, you ain't about to see all types of different nations, man. You're gonna see the nation that lives in that country. So in here, that's why America always, getting everybody else drunk off their philosophies, off their wine, because America allows all this extra shit to happen out here, man. And it's only in America. Straight up. Leave it up to America to do that shit.
I got a precept for you.
Go ahead.
Whenever you're ready. This is Ecclesiasticus 25:8. A drunken woman and a gathered abroad causeth great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. Going down to Sirach. This is actually Sirach 26:8. That was Sirach 26:8. I'm gonna go on down to Sirach 26:9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Going to 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through over much liberty. And these women have been given liberty to gad abroad. The scriptures also say in the book of Sirach, it says, Sirach 25:25, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And what has Esau done? He's given our women his wicked philosophy, his wine, and give them liberty to gad abroad. And what do you have out of that? Women like that, that are calling the Most High what she called him. I'm not going to say it and repeat it, but she said what she said, man. She uttered error against YAHAWAH'S.
That's
I got the ghetto bird behind the slot here.
Like you said, read that again from where you first started. It said, give not woman
which one?
Let not a woman, the first one, I think it was what was it? 25 and 25, I think. No. One where drunken.
Oh, yeah. Sirach 26:8. A drunken woman is a gatherer abroad. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causeth great anger.
Exactly.
She will not cover her own shame.
Exactly. And that's going both ways. You can use that twofold. All right. Drunken with philosophy, and you can use that drunken with just literally drinking. All right. You let these women drink, forget about it. Their whole countenance change, man. They true colors come out every time you let them sip something. All right. And then if you let them drink off these philosophies, them true colors are gonna come out too, because then they're gonna start acting like what they done learned and think that it's okay, So you're not supposed to give that woman that like he was saying, that liberty. You're not supposed to let the woman have that liberty at all. You got to keep a woman in check in these days, man, because the moment they get too much liberty, that's when they really think that they can do whatever they want. All right.
Well, what does Esau push? Feminism, women's liberation, so on and so forth, which is all the guys to get the women off of the couch and to paying taxes, man.
That's right.
And also to defile our women, to get them basically to act like him, man.
That's right. And that's a good point that you said. They get to get them off their couch, you said?
Yeah, so like the women's liberation and feminism, that was all the guys to get the other citizens who weren't paying taxes to the international bankers off the couch and to pay taxes and tribute to them. Because back before the women's liberation movement, women's rights, women were at home in order. But what did Esau do? He defiled his own women through that as well. And all the other heathen women as well. But who's the most destroyed out of that? Eve. Exactly. As you can see by the footage you just played, man.
That's a great point, because that was the worst thing that ever happened. To let women get up and go out there and try to go do some work. Because now they be really trying to look at the shit, the society we live in now with these women like, well, I could do it better, and they'll really try to go out there and bust their ass, and they're supposed to be, all right, Shalom, YAHAWAH'S, YAHAWAH'S, Barakatah, all right? These women are supposed to be at home doing their duties as a Proverbs 31 woman, using their hands, all right, cleaning, all right, taking care of some gardening, you know, sewing, you know, taking care of the kids, cooking. Those are the things that a woman's supposed to really be doing, you know. And these women want to be doing the shit that men do, you know. They want to have that extra. They want to be trying to make more money than the man. All that, man. That's going way out of line, man. All women need to be going back to them days where they sitting at home doing their duties at home, man. All right, and we need that. That's why we can't wait for the kingdom, man, because all these women gonna be back in order, man. All right, ain't gonna be none of that. You going out and doing this and doing that. You trying to make $1. Nah, you sit at home. A man is gonna take care of you when you're supposed to. You know,
Yep.
Brother.
Speaking about something. Oh, you about to say something?
Yeah, I just want to bring out this scripture. Let me see what brother brought out. Occupy till I come. Isaiah 29:9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry that are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. You know, and that's going into, you know, them philosophies, man.
And something I want to add on. The brother Ash brought about feminism and all this stuff. Lesbianism plays a big role among these women. These women are the biggest sodomites out there. Hey, I seen them before. All right, these women are proud to kiss another girl in the mouth. Do the nastiest stuff. I don't want to, go that far, but I want to read this precept. Isaiah 3:9. Isaiah 3 in the 9th verse. The show of the countess though witness against them, and they declare the sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. These women are just demons, just demons. And we need this kingdom because it's just out of order. It's out there. This wicked vibration.
I got a preset that goes into what we're bringing out, you know. So this is Sirach 25:16. I'd rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. You know,
that's right.
Because a wicked woman, what's going to happen is she's going to try to run you over, get you drunk off of Esau's philosophy, and then pretty soon you're walking down the street with skinny jeans, a man purse, and a Glock 40, listening to trap music, passing her blunts back and forth, you know, on the way to go get your fingernails painted, you know, through, man, you know, and then at the end of the night, she's smacking you and making you pay for dinner, man, you know. Sirach 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
That's right.
And these women are completely gone, man, off the wine of Esau Edom, man. You know, and they're trying to run the show now. Actually, they do run the show because you have Eve. She has a higher paying job than Jake, and now because she has that, and Esau is giving it to her, she thinks that she can come home and talk to the Israelite man any type of way. And also welfare reform. You know, you can't have a man in the house to receive that check from Esau Edom. That's more wine from the serpent. And what does Eve do? Stagger all drunk with it, you know?
And it's funny you said that because, and then these men want to wonder why they all bugged out, you know, constantly on their knees, all right, having all types of problems, you know, chasing after these women. It tells you in Ecclesiastes 25:13, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, you know, going to what you was just saying. All right, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her, you know. And these men, all right, see, a wicked woman is given to a wicked man, all right, and then your ass has got problems, all right. She driving you nuts. You out there beating her ass, you know, because you can't stand her ass, you know. Anywhere you go, she pop up. You go to take a piss, she pop out the seat, you know. So it's like that's how it really is. And then these men wonder why they're in the situation they are, because you literally being wicked, and then you're given the portion of a wicked woman. All right. Matter of fact, I got another precept. This is 26. Ecclesiastes 7:26. I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleases Yahweh shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that Yahweh has made man upright, but they have sought out my inventions. So you see, ain't nothing more wicked than a woman, man. All right. King Solomon was literally trying to find out of 1,000 women who was a righteous woman, and he didn't find none. And out of 1,000 men, he found one. All right. So imagine the rest of these women out here. You definitely ain't about to find no righteous. That's why when we say in the beginning, to the few YAHAWAH'S in this truth, there's only a very few that's in this truth, man, for real, in sincerity and in truth. You know, really doing what they're at least trying to do what they're supposed to, because we're all rehearsing the righteous acts at the end of the day, you know. But literally, there's only a few women out there that can really understand this truth and move the way they're supposed to move out there, man. It's crazy.
I got a precept that matches up with what you were just bringing out. And this goes into Esau, Edom, to following our women and our women following after his doctrine. It literally says the same words that you were just saying. Psalms 14:1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God, there is no power. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. And that's Esau, Edom. You know, it's talking about Esau, Edom. But what have our women done? They've taken the philosophy of the serpent, you know, and that caused the fall of the sons of God, you know, because of Eve taking the doctrine of the serpent, Adam transgressing. Guess what? We all die, you know. Going back to the book of Ecclesiastes 25 and 24, and the woman being the beginning of sin, and through her we all die, you know, because none doeth good. She follows after the doctrine of Esau, Edom, you know.
That's right. And going into what the brother was talking about, with these women being, you know, extra sodomite, real quick. Let me get in Deuteronomy, Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. All right. And that's how these women are. They just straight, you know, being straight harlots out here. All right. The men are being sodomites. Also, the women being, you know, sodomites on their level, you know, on the women level, which Bubba Kushaw, somebody can bring that out. I believe that's in Romans 1 and 20 chapter. Yeah, 28, I think it is.
Hey, yo, Salakia. Yo, speaking about you bringing up about how these women are sodomites, tell me why this brother from Great Mills of Chicago camp, brother Quadar, he sent me this little post dealing with how these women are sodomites and stuff. Like, he just sent it to me right now as you speaking it. I'm gonna send it. Man, not send it. I'm gonna show y'all. That's a spirit. Look at this sodomite shit. Look.
Yeah.
But our videos get taken down every time we speak about this beast system. This is folly, man.
Exactly.
Just can't stand this shit, man.
Exactly.
Come on.
And speaking about this sodomite shit, all right, because you got and like you were speaking about these damn these manly women, all right. Let me, since I'm right here in Deuteronomy, bring it out. This is Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which painteth onto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah thy power. And hey, we in that time for real. You know, everything is ass backwards. That's why I say in the scriptures, woe unto them that take good for evil, evil for good, you know, bitter for sweet, sweet for bitter, you know, roughly paraphrasing, because everything is ass backwards here. You got men wearing shit that women wear, and then you got the women wearing shit that men wear, you know, and they think it's okay. They think it's all normal. And that's because ultimately they get you with this gradualism all the time, that you see things happen in front of your eyes so much that after a while you really start thinking that this shit is actually normal, man. You know, and they be bugged out off of that, man. Brother just put a scripture. Let me read these two. Hold on real quick. This is GMS patiently waiting. 1 Timothy 5:14. I will therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guide the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. Ooh. All right. Then you got 15. For some are already turned aside after Satan. That's right. That's right. And that's why we need our women to go back to the rightful order, doing what they rightfully supposed to be doing at the house. Being what is the word woman represent? All right. What does the word woman mean? Okay, let's bring that up for edification.
Etymology.
Exactly. I'm gonna bring up the etymology real quick. Word etymology dictionary. We get woman, right? Tells you right here. All right. Where's it at?
Hey, you can share your screen with it?
Oh, it's not sharing it?
Nah.
Salakia. Let me go back to that right now. I thought I was sharing it. When I put those videos, it was sharing though, right?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, all right. Con. It was sharing. I don't know why I wasn't showing it. But let me go
All right,
back.
it's loading up. All right, Con, it's all right.
All right. Let me see where it's at. There we go. Right here. I'm trying to highlight it. There you go. All right. The word woman goes back into a female servant. That's what it tells you that from the beginning. Genesis 2:18. You know, it tells you that it is not good for man to be alone. All right. So he has what? Created him a help me. You understand? And that's exactly what that y'all supposed to be doing, being a help me, you know, helping around the house, doing what you're supposed to do, cook me a meal, you know. I need some booty. Okay, let me hook you up, you know. And these women don't understand that shit. They really want to take it beyond their power, you know. What you gonna call it? Tobit, let me get that real quick. I think it's Tobit. 1 second. One of y'all can bring out a preset while I look for that.
Hey, Ashmaf, what you call it? You got a preset?
No, I saw you, man. I was gonna read Romans 1:24 through 27, and then like 28.
Go ahead.
You want me to? Okay. So
Yeah.
Romans 1:24. Wherefore Yahawah also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their bodies between themselves. And that's going into, you know, being sodomites, you know, women loving women, men loving men.
That's right.
Romans 1:25, who changed the truth of Yahawah into a lie. And that's what they done through white Jebus, you know,
That's
so on
right.
and so forth, through the Roman Catholic Church, the false prophet, and worshipped and served the and worshipped and served the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
That's right.
Blessed be the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai forever. Romans 1:26. For this cause Yahawah gave them up to Romans 1:26 from the top. For this cause Yahawah gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature, and that's going into being sodomites, you know, women loving women. Romans 1:27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the women, burn in the lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves recompense of their error, which was meat.
That's right. And that's,
you know,
woman is supposed to be, a man is supposed to be penetrating a woman, all right? A woman is supposed to be taking, you know, her man, and instead they did the opposite, you know? And they, like the brother said, they were giving up to vile affections. Matter of fact, you can finish that all the way down.
I'm going to 28, but where did this happen and get multiplied? In Babylon the Great.
That's
you know,
right.
Where you can actually get a sex change, you know?
That's
you
right.
can actually call yourself a man when you're a woman. You can actually go into the women's spa area if you're a man, and take off your towel and show your rod to children and shit, man, which happened last week. You know,
That's right.
that was an actual incident that happened. Romans 1:28. And even as they did not retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. And that's exactly what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has given the people who are into that, man. He's given them a reprobate mind, you know, and that goes into the Esau. That goes into Esau Edom, surely turning things upside down. Isaiah 29:16, you know. You have a term called what's that? Non-binary. That's confusion, man.
Yeah,
you know.
Facts. Which that's why we live in Babylon the Great, because Babylon means confusion. It goes back into people being confused.
Babal.
Exactly.
You reading a precept? I got a precept.
A quick precept. I was saying
done.
How now you can even finish that off to the bottom.
Romans 1:29. Okay.
Yeah.
So Romans 1:29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers, which is exactly what this generation is, backbiters, haters of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, despiteful, proud, following after Esau Edom, the proud man, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents. Romans 1:31, without understanding. What is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai given to Eve? Non-understanding. Going back to Job 39:17, he's deprived her of understanding and wisdom. Covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful, which is exactly the generation that we're living in, you know, who, knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they commit such things that are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
That's right. And that's exactly what they had. They all worthy of death, and they literally have pleasure in being worthy of death. That man, that's how you know we got to get up out of here. That's how you know people's brains is literally warped out here, man. You know, you know you're doing something because hey, we all got that little voice in your head that tell you, nigga, you doing something wrong. People try to go past that voice and it just, you know, like the brother said, they were giving on to uncleanness, vile affections, reprobate mind, you know, because once you go past that little voice after a couple times, all right, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai be warning you like, yo, you going off. And people just continue to then now you're giving up to that reprobate mind. And then you're no longer needed. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai don't want you no more. So he give you up to a reprobate mind, give you up to uncleanness, and you're doing some wicked shit the whole time after that, man. You know, that's bugged out the rest of your damn life. Go ahead.
Going into what just came out in Romans 1:29, Proverbs 8:36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul, and all that hate me love death. I'm gonna read again, so like I got a little excited. Proverbs 8:36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
That's right. Oh man. And that's what these people do. They love death, man. It almost seems like these people just literally want to get put to death out here because ain't nobody want to change their ways. Everybody want to continue in the same bullshit, the same wickedness. You know, we're literally out here on these highways and byways on a constant basis, giving you the warning of what you're doing wicked, you know, and people don't want to hearken on to the word. They refuse the word. Going into what you were saying about how these men out here, you know, chopping off their rod and shit. This is Deuteronomy 23:1. He that is wounded in the stones or have his privy member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And when you go into that word privy member cut, it speaks, it literally says in the blue letter, the rod, man, you know, and that's how these, you see that shit out here with no problem, you know, they're out there, shit, they're about to start hitting you off with commercials pretty soon, you know. Go to your local doctor, you know, get your new rod while you're at it. You know, this shit is crazy.
Well,
man.
They're advertising to children who are in 8th grade that they can go get an abortion without the permission of the parents, and they're advertising the LGBTQ XYZ nasty people to the young people at an alarming rate. So it's only a matter of time before they eventually start running those commercials and advertising that to children, you know?
That's right.
That's why we need to get the heck up out of here, man, you know?
And speaking about that, when you look into Agenda 30, I think it's called Agenda 30. Am I right or wrong?
Agenda 2030? Agenda 21, same thing.
They're trying to normalize depopulation. And how do you depopulate people? By stopping the man being with the woman. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, because the Most High, he ordained us to be fruitful and multiply. But if we can't do that, we're leading to extinction, especially towards the Israelite men. You know, if there's no Israelite men left, there's no such thing as an Israelite out here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because the woman doesn't hold on to the seed. It's the Israelite men.
Feminine, because they don't want no more real Israelite men, because that's a way of cutting off the nation. You know,
that's what Cain tried to do.
Exactly. The more you got some effeminate ass men, all right, as long as you putting all types of bullshit in the water, and all these men are just drinking that shit away, all right, and turning into straight soft ass ice cream and shit, you know, you literally not gonna have no men out here no more, man. You know, and that's why these damn devils hate us coming out here and preaching and being austere the way we are. You know what I'm saying? Coming out here and letting these people know their judgment, letting these women know that they out of order and shit like that, you know? Because they don't want that no more, man.
Hey, I got to preach it
real quick off these boards real quick. Brother had put where he got this is Micah 7 and 10 from GMS, patiently awaiting. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. You know? And brother put over here, occupy till I come, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 25. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And he put I think you just brought out that actual verse, Proverbs 8 and 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. That's right. You did bring that out, you know, and those are all beautiful precepts, you know.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Back in what you're saying. Isaiah 1 and 9, except the Lord of hosts has left us unto a very small remnant. We should have been at Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. You know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Everybody got wiped out except for Lot and his 2 daughters. All right, could have been Lot's wife, but we all know what happened to Lot's wife.
That's right.
But you know, the Messiah, he left out the real Israelite men, us men of the Lord, hopefully elect. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, you know, we make it get inside those chariots. He left us a very small man to speak up against this beast system. And at the end of the day, Esau, you know, we could do so much. You could depopulate the Israelite men and all that. You could wipe us out. You can't, because the Lord movie is already set up. We're gonna win at the end of the day.
That's right. That's right. Let me bring out this last video real quick that I had. Let me see. Is it still screen record on still?
All
right.
So this about to run a whole bunch of you females hot. So I just seen this female come in on my post. If all a man want and see a woman ass is sex, then he got a bigger problem than what you talking about in this video. Miss Lady, you want me to be all the way 100 with you? If we take it all the way back to tell the honest to God truth, man ain't never needed woman for nothing but 2 things, maybe 3, depending on the circumstance and situation. I'm talking about at the core of our existence and the core of our nature and being. It's only 2 things that a man needed a woman for, Miss Lady. One was to make sure it was something to eat. And 2, it's sex. That's it. And the third one possibly is to take care of the kids if we got to that point. So in today's time, It really done boiled down to where the average man don't need a woman for nothing but sex, because the majority of y'all can't cook today, and you really don't even want to have kids with over half of these, bro. Well, we don't need y'all for nothing. We strong and independent. A woman always needed a man more than a man needed a woman, Miss Lady. You needed a man to hunt, Miss Lady. We don't need no man now. We can feed ourselves. I know. It's a fast food restaurant on every corner, Miss Lady. You needed a man to build somewhere for you to live, Miss Lady. Yeah, a man might build a house, but we make it a home. Yeah, until all your mouth and attitude drive him away, Miss Lady. You needed the man for protection, Miss Lady, from protection from the elements, from creatures, from sometimes other men. We can protect ourselves. Well, okay then. Next time you see a spider, a snake, or a bug fly your way, kill it then, Miss Lady. And when something messed up happened to you, Miss Lady, don't go to crying about it. Where all the men at? Where the men at? They supposed to protect us, Miss Lady. You need a man for sex and to procreate, Miss Lady. We don't need y'all for that no more. We could go get us a dyke, or we could get a toy, or we could get artificial insemination. Yeah, but can that toy pick you up and walk around with you, turn you over, slap you on the hiney, throw you against the wall, pull your hair, choke you, whisper little dirty things in your ear, and ask you, whose is it, Miss Lady? You don't know whose semen that is. That's some little hair.
And we get the point on that shit.
Yeah.
It's going off, you know. But hey, that's the way these women literally be coming up at our people, at our men, like they don't need us, and at the end of the day, you're gonna need a man for these last days. These women gonna need a man of the Lord, to protect them from all the destruction that's about to come upon them, and like we were saying earlier, a woman is, literally a helpmeet, man. That's what she's supposed to be, a female servant. Matter of fact, let me get that because I had that already. I was in Tobit. Hold on, let me read it from right here. Tobit 8:6. Thou madest Adam and gavest him Eve, his wife, for an helper and stay. Of them came mankind. Thou hast said, it is not good that man should be alone. Let us make unto him an aid like unto himself, and that's facts. That's exactly what that woman was created to be, a straight helpmeet. All right. And we're always gonna be the ones that rule over the women, because it tells you that in Genesis 3:16. It says, unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and shall rule over thee. And that goes to show that man is always gonna rule over a woman, and there's no woman that's gonna rule over a man. Okay. And that's why you women go through, the birth pains you guys go through to your monthlies and all that shit, because it was given to you, just the way Yahawashi gave it to your ass, Go ahead. Any got some precepts?
I got one. Sirach 42:21. He hath garnished the excellent works of his wisdom, and he is from everlasting to everlasting. Unto him may nothing be added, neither can he be diminished, and he have no need of any counselor. And yet, like you mentioned earlier, the woman is ordained to be underneath her man and all of that. At the end of the day, that's how the Lord intended things to be, and it's going to be coming up when Yahawashi kingdom becomes established after Esau Edom is kicked out of the throne. Hey, we're living in them times for us getting this rulership, baby. Hey, Akim, focus on the prize, which is his wisdom, because what does Isaiah 33:6 tell you? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, so it's stability thy times. So it's gonna help us get delivered. So stay focused on the prize. Don't worry about these damn women, man. They're waxing worse and worse,
That's
I got a precept that goes into what you were just bringing out.
Go ahead.
Matthew 6:32. For all these things do the Gentiles seek, for your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. And that goes into, going into the kingdom, Matthew 6:33. But seek ye the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And right now, you really don't want to be messing with these women as of right now, because a lot of them are GMOs. A lot of them have gotten hit up with that baby sword, man. And they're going to be telling on you, turning you in and all that, man.
And yeah, that's they've been saying that. They've been talking about how you can transfer that shit, man. Like literally what they got in them, they can transfer that shit to you, So you, like brother said, you definitely don't want to be dealing with these women in these days. And on top of that, you really don't want to be dealing with no women at all, because women, women hold you back from doing what you're really supposed to do. We supposed to be in this truth, all day long, in all holy conversation. The moment you get a woman, we as men, we have that already, that let me lay up with this one, let me go please this one real quick, so that kind of actually takes you away from you doing what you're supposed to do out here. So the best thing, if you get one, hey, you get one. And if you got a good, sincere one, hey, wife it up, I guess you could say. But honestly, you really don't want to be dealing with these women in these days, man.
It's a liability, man, because we're coming into Jacob's trouble, and
that's right.
That's 2 mouths you got to hunt for. That's right. A liability of a person that knows your whereabouts. When the billboards start getting up there and they start running these news flashes with your face on TV because you're wanted for hate speech for $50,000 every YouTube video, you got a $4 million reward out for you, so on and so forth. And that's actually going to happen, man, because it may not happen exactly in that fashion, but it's happening. Because what did the elder Yashalam, I think he's the elder, he might be a brother, but either way it goes, he's been in the truth and been laboring a long time. Now the Yashalam put the video out that about the hate speech. You know what I'm talking about, right? I shared it with you, Shawab.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but I'm gonna try to check it out tonight before I do another video. Yeah, man.
They about to start getting your ass for that hate speech. Yeah, they want you to report it. They want
the World Economic Forum
got some hate speech before they even go out there and push it out.
So you don't really want to be tied down to anything with the times that we're coming in, because he's about to start turning up to the max, man.
That's right. Well, not only that, what is it? Like brother put it up right here. Occupy till I come. All right. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. That's why you really don't want to be dealing with them, because we're going to be given a complete number of women in that day anyway,
That occupy till I come. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. Keep on going, man. It's like,
go ahead.
So occupy till I come also said, I saw that they had a setting on Tinder that shows whether or not you got the jabba, the yo jabba. And they're doing that on other dating sites as well, which I'm not on any of them shits, but I heard about that, and you got to be careful about those type of videos that you do on this platform, because you can get your whole channel snatched down,
That's right. Shalom, brother.
Hey, shalom, Akim and Aquatune, shalom.
Let me read what brother had over here, because we were speaking about this a little before. All right, not to go back, but hey, edification. Occupy till I come, 2 Peter 2:6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, and hey, the same way Sodom and Gomorrah went, all right, this place is going to be going the same exact way and worse. That's why it tells you in Revelations 11:8 that we are spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, because them same spirits is back today. All right, you literally got the same exact spirits of Sodom and Gomorrah back today. Look at the shit that's going on with fucking, what's his name, little little Nas fucking whatever the hell his name is. No, he just had that whole show. We put on a whole show, and these devils were out there fucking, they were antagonizing it, trying to show everybody, oh, what a beautiful thing,
Salakia.
Yeah.
Oh, Salakia.
Go ahead.
You notice how these rappers, they be, these little nigglets and spiglet rappers, they always talking about some, I don't fuck with these sodomites and stuff. Well, how come they wasn't speaking about, how come they was speaking against the BET Awards and stuff? They was literally clapping their hands about that shit. Him kissing my man. This is wickedness. All your favorite rappers, all of them, they all sodomites, man. There's wickedness in this place, man.
That's a good point, because you got people like that in today's society. They be like, well, listen, man, I ain't got nothing against them as long as they don't come at me with all that shit. We good. Well, you know what? You even thinking like that, nigga, you getting put to death with their ass. Because the problem with our people, they're not speaking up. Go ahead, brother.
It says in the scriptures that if you don't speak out, you're a partaker in it,
Exactly. Exactly. So we speaking against that, and that's why these people hate us. They be like, oh, you so cruel. You just gotta let people be. Fuck that shit, man. That's why our society's all fucked up, because ain't nobody speaking out. And the more you allow that shit to go on and on, people start thinking that shit is normal, man. And then our kids got to grow up in it. Like, I don't got my daughter in school. She's about to go into middle school coming up. If we make it that far, Lord willing, we don't. All right. But if we go into this next school year, she got to go to middle school. Do you think I want to have her go into middle school? Fuck no. I'm over here trying to figure out a way for her to be homeschooled, home tutors.
Yo, I feel you. Speaking about
that, gotta be growing up in that society, bro. And they literally gonna be like the brother was bringing out earlier. Ash was talking about how they literally putting that Skittles community bullshit in your fucking kids already.
They're telling people, they're telling the kids. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Election on that shit. They want to have a whole actual book on that shit now. Go ahead, Salakia.
Oh yeah, my bad, Salakia, man. So they're telling kids in 5th grade that they're basically giving them sex education, in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and then they're telling kids that are in 8th grade that it's okay to get an abortion behind their parents' back, So you don't want your kids going to school with that type of shit going on, man.
Hell no, bro. Hell no.
I got a precept, a couple of them, real quick. So Matthew 10 and 14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear my words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet, which is something that Vocab Malone doesn't do. And he hasn't yet to do a video on the LGBTQ XYZ nasty people, Verily I say unto you, truly I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. And that's why we go hard body through the spirit and power of Yahawah Shemiah Shai as hard as we can, man, because we're seeking for election, man. And you have a lot of Israelites who don't want to hear this message, but we still gotta tell them this message whether they hear or forbear, man.
That's right.
But it's going to be more tolerable. Will be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah than for that city or those people or those Israelites who don't want to hear this message. And who's leading the pack? What do you have? BLM and Eve, following the doctrine of the serpent, man. And most of those people at the BLM matter throwing up the fist, which goes back to ancient Egypt and Molech worship, are Eves, man. And what are they marching for? They're marching for the LGBTQ nasty people secretly, and to take the man out of the household, to do away with the patriarchy.
That's right. That's right. Quick precept on what you were saying, real quick. This is Jude 7, 1 and 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in the like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And that's exactly what's about to go on out here, man. These people about to feel some straight fire, some fuego. That shit's gonna burn them up, just like I tell you in Malachi. What is it? 4:1. All right, that this place is gonna be like an oven, man. All right, because of the wickedness that's going on. These people going after the strange flesh, and doing all this wicked shit that Sodom and Gomorrah was doing.
Sodom and Gomorrah, they wanted to have sex with the angels, man. That's how fucked up they were, man.
That's right.
And if an angel appeared, you probably would have some freak, in in Babylon the Great, they're trying to do the same thing, man. That's why this place needs to be burned tomorrow, man. You know, because they're already promoting the nasty people at such a high rate, man, that, you know, that's why the scriptures say that if YAHAWAH'S didn't speed up the time, there'll be no flesh saved, you know?
Right. That's right. Yeah, we'd be done out here. If the time wasn't being, oh, man, we'd be done out here. Because the longer
I'm
we
glad
stay
these
out
prophecies
here,
are popping.
huh?
I'm glad these prophecies are popping the way they are, man. Those are
Absolutely.
faith builders, man.
Absolutely. That definitely let me read this real quick. Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justified the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So that goes into what brother was saying before, you know. You want to go out there and agree with these fucking people and think shit is okay, all right? You are condemned, all right? You are being an abomination. Both of you are being an abomination for that. You know, and you're gonna suffer the same wrath that they're gonna get, man. All right.
Hey, I got a precept.
Go ahead.
2 Chronicles 15:13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord power of Israel, Yahweh Shemashah, shall be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. All you men and you women that just love the wickedness of this place, man. You belong to death for real. Because this is just madness. What does Isaiah 58:1 says, man? Show Israel the transgression of thy sins, man. Call this wickedness out. Establish righteousness. But it's so difficult in this place, man. It's all good though. We're gonna get the hell out of here very soon with these words.
Yeah, we can't wait to get up out of here, man. This place definitely, and it gets worse every day that we wake up. We literally see something new. Like a whole nother, you know, a whole nother wicked ass scenario, just 3 times worse than the last time. You know what I'm saying? And it goes fast too. You know, it's not like that gradualism, how they always hit you with gradualism. They're not no longer hitting you with gradualism no more. They just throwing that shit at you now. You know what I'm saying? And people just like reacting to it because there's enough people out there that's already fucked up in their head, you know? So with all them people being messed up in their head out there, they just, you know, you giving them the green light to go do all that wickedness, and people just have to deal with it now, you know? And then that's when people start thinking that shit is normal, man.
Just when he thought Esau couldn't outdo himself, he comes up with something else every day that's more wicked than what he thought of yesterday and 2 days ago, man. You know?
That's right.
Esau's like coming out every day. And from my last trick, and you thinking this is the last trick, and 2 days later, you know, he's got something twice as wicked, man. You know?
That's right.
Esau's coming out every day like, but wait, there's more. That's why we need to see this nigga in chains, man. You know?
That's right.
I don't want to see one more LGBTQ nasty people promotion to children, you know? I don't want to see this nigga walking around crossing the street acting like I got the disease, man. When he's the disease, man.
Well, they actually now they starting to let that pedo shit go. You know? Now on top of all that, you know, Skittles community shit, now they literally having all this pedo shit come up too. You know, making people feel that shit is okay. You know, and that shit just brings out, that shit's only gonna bring out Esau. Esau gonna be at the top of that line, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, really, you know? And you go to like, you can go watch, you'll go on fucking Netflix and they'll have shit on that, you know? Or you go to Amazon Prime, they got shows on that shit. You know, I think I've seen one that was a fucking title, it was a crazy title. It was like pedo is what was it? It was trying to say like it was okay, that it was just like a mental damn, what the hell was it, man? When I seen the title, I was like, oh my gosh, these people are off, bro. These people,
they got an association called NAMBLA, you know?
Yeah.
The North American Man Boy Lover Association.
That's the spirit.
You know?
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And they really trying to, that's why they targeting our children, you know, because they know that that's why they trying to, like you said earlier, they trying to push all that shit in the schools and shit like that. Because they literally trying to attack our children, man. They literally are trying to attack our children right behind our backs. Because we don't get to see what the fuck is going on, man, while they in school. Most of us are working, you know, whatever. And if they're not working, you know, our women out there being harlots and or drug addicts, you know what I'm saying? The men and shit like that. So we're not in today's world, these people don't attain to their kids and give the kids their attention like they're supposed to. You know, back in the day, your parents was on your ass, you know what I'm saying? In today's society, they very lenient, these parents, you know, they don't know how to actually be a mother and a father, you know, to their kids and shit like that. They can't wait to get their kids out of their damn hands, you know what I'm saying? Look at the shit that went down when the quarantine hit last year, you know? These people were going crazy. They were like, oh man, I can't wait till these motherfuckers put these kids back in school, shit like that. Like, instead of taking heed to everything, like, damn, there's something going on out here. Let me protect my children. These people was trying to get rid of their kids, you know? So Esau see that shit because, you know, Esau monitoring everything, man. So they see that and they're like, oh, yeah, we about to, you know, we about to take your children right here. Let's turn your children out, you know?
But Esau, slithery ass, man. Esau is so cold with it, man. Guess what he has and who he has on the front line with the fist at those BLM rallies, man? Eve. And she doesn't know what she's marching for. She thinks she's marching for, you know, a quote unquote black and blackness, which is actually a lie made up by Esau. But she's actually marching for her children to be fed into that pedo lifestyle, man. Because that's what the BLM movement is all about, man. Promoting the nasty people, promoting the patriarchy, and then promoting and slipping in the pedo people with the behind the back pass, man. And who they're throwing it to. Eve, go on the front lines, throw the fist up, you know, not knowing that goes back to Egypt worship. And she's being set up for the 42 fake, the run pass. And that's why you had Eve last week run out of the salon, out of the spa, talk about she's seen Roddy Piper, you know, with the man who identified himself as a woman going into the women's spa, man. But she voted for that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You got what you want.
And that's Esau's a cold motherfucker, man. He's a perfect devil, man. You know, using Eve.
Hey, Hunter, you can't even be mad at him because he doing what he is.
Hunter, man.
You know what I'm saying? He literally does his job the way he was saying. He does his job as the wicked, you know? You can't even be mad. But see, as us being holy men, you know, that's why we out here, you know, to open up the eyes of everybody else. But obviously these people's eyes ain't open. You know, these
but
people.
The cool part about it, if you point Esau out and call him out, and he'll say you're wicked, and then he'll have 50 people that agree with him, man.
Yeah, fact.
That's how wicked this society is, man. And that's right. What's messing about this truth, man. You know,
it's funny that you say that too, because the main one that'll go and protect them, there'll be some damn women shit. There'll be some women that do that shit. You know, damn. I think brother just got thrown off.
And speaking about these children and stuff, you know, next month school is opening back up, something like that or whatever.
What happened?
Esau is encouraging. I mean, Salaki, kids are going back to school next month or something like that.
Yeah.
Esau's not telling your children to take the vaccines and stuff.
Oh yeah. Exactly. Yeah, they trying to do it without your consent. They trying to do it without nobody, you know, being able to be around, because that's what I was saying. See, when our kids go to school, we don't know what the fuck they going through, man. You don't know what they're learning. You don't know nothing. That's why I done took my daughter out of that shit. You know, fuck that. She gonna have to stay in my home. All right, something's gonna have to be figured out. You know, and she literally, you know, they're literally doing things like that. They're trying to do things right behind the parents' back, and at the end of the day, a lot of kids are gonna be taking up on some shit like it. All they gotta do is hit you with some martial law bullshit, you know. And yeah, brother said the computer died. And all you gotta do is basically have kids go back to school and then set off some martial law shit, and your kids is trapped in there, bro. You know, and that's it. Your kids will get taken away right then and there. They'll hit you with this nonsense and tell you, well, we had to take your kids to a safer place, you know, all that shit. And it's great. Yeah, brother put up child family services. Yeah, you know, and as soon as you do something wrong, if the parents are even doing anything wrong and give them room to get that to bring out that excuse, yeah, they'll use that shit against you real quick. Child family services. You know, we got to take care. We got to take your kid. We heard he's unstable in his home. You know, things like that. And that should be crazy as hell. That's why we got to be moving in the right way. And like the brother was saying, all this shit go back to, man, it go back to literally the way the women are with their children. You know what I'm saying? The way the women are, period. You know, these women be so out of order that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing as a woman. You know, they're out there worrying about having a good old time, being a harlot, you know, going out there and partying all damn day instead of worrying about your damn kids the way you're supposed to be doing, you know, and all that shit. He's putting our kids into shame. All right. Then the women are being harlots and they pushing our men to be locked up and be thrown away on the streets, you know. So it leaves them by themselves, which that's going into that widowhood I was speaking about earlier. These women don't even realize that they're setting themselves up for widowhood on a whole nother level. Because once all this shit pop off, these women gonna be done out here, you know. That's why I tell you in the scriptures that a man shall be a hiding place from the wind. You know, these women gonna literally need the man, you know, to protect them in these days, to protect the family, the household, the children. You know, if you don't have if the man is not in the household and the man is not in order, you know, the man, your whole house is out of order. You know, and the elders always talk about that. The man has to be in order for the whole house to be in order, you know, and for the whole house to be saved. And that shit is crazy, man. These women is off the hook out here, bro. And hey, the more they keep being out of order, all right, the faster, I guess you could say, the faster we get to these prophecies popping. You know, that's right. Put up Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. See, a man gonna be precious in them days, man. All that tough shit that these women be talking about, I don't need a man, and you know, forget all that. You know, in that day, you women are gonna be crying and y'all gonna be looking for a man. And if YAHAWAH'S put the spirit on the man to deal with you, he'll deal with you. But most of y'all gonna be done out here. It's gonna be no man. Most of these men of the Lord not gonna want to deal with you women anyway. Because they don't remember all the times that we were played out, all the times that y'all were just talking shit. You know, we don't forget shit like that. You know.
Hey, I got a precept dealing with these men being in order and stuff. 1 Timothy 3:5. For if a man will not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yashad? Hey, these men are out of order, man. And how do you expect them to be taking care of the flock and stuff? The hopeful elect. You feel me?
That's right. That was beautiful. Let me read this real quick. 1 Corinthians, I have read this earlier, but bring it out back out for edification. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is Yahweh. And that's what we read that earlier. You know, these women trying to assert authority over the man. They want to be over everything, you know. They literally want to be over YAHAWAH'S Yahawashi. Like, come on, man, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, I got a precept. Another precept. Ephesians 5:16. 5:15. Ephesians 5:15. See that ye walk circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil.
That's right.
You gotta walk.
Are evil, man. These days are evil, and we're supposed to be walking circumspect. You know, being on our P's and Q's, walking in the right. You know, in the right way, you know, holiness. All holiness is what we're supposed to be walking in. Same thing with the women. The women are supposed to be walking in holiness, man. All right. And as a matter of fact, with brother bringing up that precept, I got a quick precept. What was it at? Oh yeah, because he said, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold." All right. Because a woman, what she really supposed to be doing is she's supposed to be you know how they say that saying, you know, be a man's peace and not his headache, you know. So this is Ecclesiasticus 25:22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of Salaki. You know what? That was the wrong one I read. That's not the one I wanted. Salaki, I brought the wrong one out. Go ahead, bring out a precept though while I look for this one real quick. Or you can speak up on it.
No, actually, I'm trying to find a preset.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the one where it says I think it's right here anyway. Or it might be in Proverbs 31, actually. Hold on. That's what I was thinking of. Proverbs 31.
Oh my gosh. My app throwing me off. Hold
Um
on. But all right, let me bring up Ezekiel 30. I think it's Ezekiel 33. Let me check.
31 and where is it? I'll read Proverbs 31 and 12. Matter of fact, yeah, 12. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. And yeah, and that's how these women are supposed to be moving. You're supposed to be taking care of your man, man. All right, and not being a evil eye toward him. Which that goes into the curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter. You know how the woman, the delicate woman is gonna be, you know, evil toward her husband, even evil toward her own kids, you know, and her own son, her own daughter. You know, that's how you're supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to be moving. Your brother got it up here. What he got up here? Let me read Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is near. And hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty men shall cry there bitterly. Yeah, going into that widowhood. You women, man, these mighty men out here gonna be they're gonna be crying. Men's hearts shall be failing them from fear, you know, and y'all gonna be left alone out there. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua gonna make sure he keep y'all alive for that shit too. Just for y'all to go through the shit that y'all supposed to go through. All right. This is Isaiah 1 and 4. A sinful kingdom, sinful nation, a people laden. Damn, I always go into that. I always be putting my arrow into there. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. And the whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Yeah, because the whole head is sick of Israel. These people, they not out here, man. All right. And they just straight a seed of evildoers. You know, nobody wants to do the righteous thing, you know. So what else? You got something?
No, actually I don't. I'm trying to look for something dealing with our manhood. Well, I do have a precept actually. Isaiah 46 and 8. Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. All right. These days we gotta show ourselves like men. We gotta walk like men. We can't be walking out here like females out here, man.
That's right.
It's some deadly serious ass times, y'all. This ain't no fucking joke. And no matter how old you are, whatever, and you come in this truth, walk like a Israelite man, like the scripture says, man. It's not a joke out here, man.
That's right.
Let
me get a couple precepts on how a woman should be moving in these days, you know, toward her husband. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and 14. I'll start at 13. The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fat his bones. 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord Yahushai, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefast and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. See, that's how women are supposed to be moving out here, man. All right. But instead, y'all want to act like what? Harlots. All right. And it tells you in 22, and harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord, Yahushai. Right? So that's how you're supposed to be moving, man. Being a silent and loving woman, doing what you're supposed to do. All right. Titus 3 and 2 and 3. And it says, the aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua be not blasphemed. See, that's how you women supposed to move, you know. And these young women ain't gonna be moving like that, because these young women are, they just bugged all the way out, you know. The younger generation is done, you know. The older generation, you know, some of them still got a little sense, and that's why it says the aged woman. Likewise, that they being behavior as becometh holiness. You know, a more aged woman, you know, she gonna be able to, how can I say it? She has a mature mind, you know.
Yeah, traditional mindset.
Exactly.
You know, the way she grew up in
a spirit of discernment, you know. These young ones, they ain't got none of that. You know, these young ones, they just all about, like Pastor Gabar always says, you know, girls just want to have fun. Everything's just a fucking game to them. It's like you got this damn big ass board game out for their ass, playing games all day with them, you know. But what the brothers got over here?
Isaiah 13:16.
Yeah, go ahead. You can read that real quick. Let me look for something.
All right, Isaiah 13:16. Their children shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. And
That's right.
Yo, listen, man. When these prophecy kick in, Jacob's trouble, economy, and everything, you women are gonna get the worst judgment, especially you women who know about this truth. All right, you women that know about this truth, you like to be powerful and stuff. You don't like taking correction and stuff. You're gonna get the worst judgment out here. Let me read precept. Luke 12.
It's a good point that you said that. The women that aren't in this truth, it's, oh man, and you out there doing some dumb shit, y'all gonna catch it. Y'all gonna catch it hard too. Because you know the truth. The worst thing you can do is know the truth. That's why I be saying, it says in the scriptures, it is better to know a little of this truth than to know a lot. It's roughly paraphrasing it, you know.
Hey, the scriptures talk about in Matthew. Well, it tells you in Matthew, you should know them by their fruits. You women know that we're right, but you just don't want to accept it, and you want to go wrong about it. But hey, guess what? The Lord is gonna jack you up because you knew better, compared to a person who doesn't know any better. All right, Luke 12:47, and that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. But he that kneweth not, and they committing his work to his stripes, shall be beaten with few stripes. For whomsoever much is given of him shall be much required. And to when men have committed much of him, they shall ask the more. You woman, you Israelite woman, and it's true. This is not a fucking joke. This is real life. You better get right once you come in this. You know what we speak is right. Come on.
That's right. Hold on, let me get this precept. I'm trying to get these damn pages, man.
Ash Amath has a precept, Sirach 26:32. Come on, we just read that. It's a spirit, and harlot should be counted as a spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. A wicked woman is given a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fear of the Lord. Dishonest woman to commit in shame, but honest woman will rent her husband. Yeah.
This is Proverbs 30:20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. And that's how these women definitely be moving out here. They do all this wickedness and then they just wipe their shit away and be like, I ain't do nothing, you know, doing all this, you know, playing this harlot, you know, and think it's okay and think that nothing is going, you know, is going to happen. Brother got kicked off too. Oh shit. Y'all done left me alone.
Yo, Esau kicked me out.
Yeah, Esau playing around. He playing around.
Satan, man.
This is let me get something, balance it out real quick, how you women should more be moving like. All right. This is Proverbs 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is fair above rubies. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of his life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant's ship. She bringeth her food from afar. She riseth also while it is yet night and giveth meat to her husband. To her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth the field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hands she planteth a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength and strengtheneth her arms. She perceived that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the staff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor. Yes, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is her clothing is silk and purple. Yeah, silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates when he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. Favor is deceit, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua shall be praised. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gate. And that's what a real woman is supposed to be moving. That's why we always be looking, the brothers always say they're looking for a Proverbs 31 woman, man. Because look at all that I was just mentioned. That's what a woman really should be moving like, man. All right. But none of these women want to move like that. Okay. So, matter of fact, let me get one more precept. You got something?
Oh, I was gonna add on and say, man, hey, you woman out here that's sincere, humble, and diligent, hey, keep doing what you gotta do. Serve your mans. Hey, look out for the brothers. Show charity. Making garments for brothers. Hey, sometimes, hey, there's scenarios where women be cooking food for the Akim, after a long day at camp and stuff, man. So you women, keep doing what you gotta do, man. Keep supporting this ministry, and keep fearing your husband, and submit your husband, because you're gonna get a great reward for this. With all this
scriptures, be submissive unto your husbands. That's right.
Come, hey, just keep doing what you gotta do. And I mean, these worldly woman traits. Oh, they have the worst traits out there. They can't cook. They don't know how to shut the hell up. They don't know how to give you good sex. Yeah, so much.
That's right.
Hey, you found your precept yet?
Yeah, I got this. Pretty much we can end it off on this too, because this is what's gonna happen to you women out here, man. All right. This is Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making tinkling with their feet. Yeah, you women want to go out there with your attitude, twitching that neck left to right, oh yeah, whatever, all that bullshit. All right. Mincing as they go and making tinkling with their feet. Yeah, you guys are out there with your little, your high heel shoes and all that shit, walking back and forth, twitching, thinking you the shit. All right. It says, therefore, the Lord, Yahawashi, will smite the scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts, which, that's why a lot of these Judite women, that goes into the Judite women not having, hair, because that's a curse upon you women, because of the shit that, Eve done did and all that. So women, they don't have a lot of hair, and the pride of, Salaki, the glory of a woman is her hair. So, the Judite woman, that they took that away from her. Okay. Yahushua took that away from her. See, these other nations, some of them go through it too, but shit, most of these other nations, Salaki, most of these other women from our nation, they have their shit, but the Judite woman gets it the worst. Okay. And it says, and in that day, the Lord, Yahushua, will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tyrus like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and wimples and crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. See, that's, man, a lot of you women gonna go in these days with the missiles, we're being ravished, all right? That's what it said, instead of burning, all right? And burning instead of beauty, all right? A lot of y'all women gonna be on that level where y'all get straight burnt out here, man, all right? Because that pride that you women wanted to walk in, thinking that everything is sweet, thinking that you really running everything, you got that Beyonce spirit, who run the world, girls, that type of your spirit, and that's pretty much the point, all this is going to be taken away from you, all that beauty, all that, the looking good for other men and trying to get that attention and all that shit's all going, the fashion of this world passes away, and you're going to pass away with it because you didn't want to be a Proverbs 31 woman. You didn't want to do the righteous acts of a woman, because a woman is supposed to be what? Dressed in modest apparel, she ain't supposed to be dressed up with all this jewelry and all this extra shit, putting on all the makeup like the brother Ash brought out earlier, the whoredom of a woman is taught, you can tell by her haughty looks, her eyelids, man. These women, all they do is put face paint on their face, which ultimately that goes into witchcraft, putting all that, because you hiding yourself, and all this extra shit that they do too. Women out there, they got guts and shit, and they over there hiding it, trying to tuck it in, and go out there and take a piece of their leg and put it in their ass, stupid shit like that.
Don't forget plastic surgery.
Exactly.
They're like getting butt lifts and shit. Yeah,
that's all witchcraft. That's destruction to your body, and that's witchcraft because your body is what do you call it? Your body's your temple, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Exactly. So by you doing all this extra shit, you defiling your temple and doing all the extra things with the butt lifts and all. That's all witchcraft because that's not really what you look like. And a lot of you women just be putting all this face paint shit. You be looking good for the club, and when you wake up early in the morning, your ass looking like it. You know what I'm saying? Looking crazy as hell.
Yo, speaking about that, it was like a video of a Edomite chick. She had no teeth and all.
Oh yeah. Yo, that's how deceiving this society is, bro. Yeah. They literally could just take something ugly as hell. And it was she was still ugly when she did what she did. Yeah. But you see the difference that somebody drunk at the club or some shit gonna get fooled. You know what I'm saying? These people gonna go drink and go have a good time. They be drugged up and they just, when you doing shit like that, shit look good. You know, everything look good to your ass on some dumb shit. You know, and that goes to show you how these people are under so much witchcraft and all these women, all that, man. That, like brother was saying, that video was crazy. Woman was ugly as hell, had no teeth. She done put face paint on. She looked like a whole nother woman. Ain't even look like the first person you saw. And that's crazy, man. And that's being fooled every day. We getting fooled every day by these women, you know. So, you know, that goes for these wicked ass women. But for the women that are trying their best and being, you know, sincere and all that, you know, you just keep doing what you're doing, like the brother was saying earlier. Keep being oh, that's a good scripture too, right there. All right. Let me get that real quick. This is Job 39:13. Gavest thou the godly wings unto the peacocks, and or the wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that the wild beast may break them. She is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. Yeah, and that's how these women are. They do everything without the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know, they'll literally see the ostrich and these other the peacock. They take care of theirs. You know, why is it that our women can't take care of theirs or take care of their own duties the way they're supposed to? You know, instead they go out there and they labor in vain without fear. They just do whatever the hell they want and think, like I read earlier. You know, she wipeth her mouth and say I have done nothing wrong. And man, that's the worst spirit that you could be in. So that's pretty much the point. You got anything, brother?
I was gonna say, hey, it's so spiritual because Isaiah 3rd chapter it talks about the curses upon you wicked woman, but when you read Isaiah 4th chapter, it talks about you righteous woman being healed up and everything. You having the men of the Lord during these end times. Hey, listen, you woman right now tune in. You don't have a husband right now. Hey, don't worry, just keep praying upon it. Lord's gonna bless you with a righteous man of the Lord who goes out there in the highways and byways, out here making his videos, out here showing charity to the Akim and all that. Hey,
right,
you're gonna get your reward. And just imagine his wealth in the kingdom. He's gonna get so much slaves, chariots.
Not even that, like you just said, you know, if you women ain't got no man or anything like that, fear not, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua gonna lead you toward a man in these last days. Because women gonna be saved only for childbearing, man. You know? So by y'all being saved for childbearing, as long as you're doing the will of the Most High, all right, the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, he gonna lead you to a man that's gonna take care of you in these last days, man, and protect you. Like we said. Let me get that while I'm at it. Was that Isaiah 4:1? What was it, 1 and 4?
But yeah, Isaiah 4th chapter 8 talks about the healings for you women, you righteous women. Do you like women out there? Yeah, about Shemir Sharat Tazah.
That's right. This is no, that's not the one I wanted. Slakia. Give me 1 second.
Oh man, we went 2 hours and 3 minutes with this line. Hey.
I didn't even realize. I just looked at that time too.
Yo, I didn't even peep the time. But yeah, hey, that's how the spirit is, you know.
That's right. You can't rush the spirit.
But yeah, hey, we know these lessons are edifying. We know I can be tuning and women as well. Believe it or not. Everybody, hey, the message is out there. You found your precept yet?
Hide in place from the wind, KJV. Isaiah 32:2, and a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in the weary land. And the wind is destruction, because wind represents destruction. So a man in those days for a woman is going to be a hiding place from the destruction, and a cover from the tempest and as the rivers of water in the dry place. So that's why you ain't got to worry about it, you know, because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua gonna lead you to that man that's gonna protect you and protect you from all this wickedness that's about to happen, man. As long as you doing the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, all right, that's the main thing. Fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, okay, And then if you do got a man, all right, or you're around a man, you know, do your duties as a woman for a man. You know, be submissive and things like that. Shut up, be silent. You know, not to say it in a harsh way, but what you women got to learn order, man, and the order is way off. You know, and we see sincere women all the time on our comment boards, or we even, you know, interact with certain women that are sincere, you know, and tell in their spirit when they on point, you know. But that's why we usually say the few aqua, because for the majority, nah, man, these women are done out here, you know, and we can't wait till the destruction comes, because all that shit is going to smack you right in your face. And we ain't gonna save you in that day. Y'all gonna be beat out here, you know, because brothers ain't gonna want to be dealing with your asses in them days. Hell no. Imagine a woman, you know, you in the middle of all this shit, Jacob's trouble, and you just hear this. Oh, hell no. Somebody get that shit away from me, please. No? But yeah, that's pretty much the point. You know, you got anything?
No, that's about it. Hey, you made a point.
So we'll pretty much close out on that through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Salakia that the brother Ash got, you know, off, you know, but he had a great what do you got over here? That's right. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. And that's right. And that's the whole entire duty of man.
Hell yeah.
All right. For men and women. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's how you receive this truth. That's how you receive this knowledge. All right. That's how you receive the Holy Spirit, man. Through doing, by having the fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, which is the most important thing. All right. But yeah, pretty much we're gonna end it on that note. So with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Call Haloyim, Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, B'Shem Rakakash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well in this truth. The Water Brothers for the scriptures, you know, for tuning in and listening in. Yahweh Ratazah, that the lesson was edifying. And once again, the Water for all the scriptures, and the Water Ash for, you know, tuning in with us too. You know, and yeah, hopefully we get onto another little video between us, man.
All
right, appreciate it, brother.
All right, shalom.
All right, shalom, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai Barakatah.